Hey folks, it's Pete Thorn. Welcome to the studio. Hey, today I'm making a video in collaboration with my friends at Sweetwater as well as Audio-TECHNICA. Sweetwater hit me up a while ago and asked me if I'd like to make a video for an Audio-TECHNICA product, any one that I could think of. And I said, absolutely, that's a no-brainer, the 4050 microphone. This is a microphone that I became aware of about 20 years ago. I was on tour with a band opening for the B-52s. And I went out to watch the B-52s the first night. We were on the road with them. Got to check out the headliner. And I went out front, and the guitar sound in the PA was just stellar. And the guitar player, I could see, had two AC-30s up on stage. And I went up to the front of house engineer, and I said, do you mind telling me what mics you're using on those AC-30s? It sounds unbelievable. And he said, this one, the Audio-TECHNICA 4050. And it always stuck in my mind after that. Like, that is one of the best live guitar sounds that I've ever heard, and I want to try them on my own rig someday. So fast forward many years later, it was 2012. I was on the road with Melissa Etheridge, and I was talking with Kevin Elson, great live sound engineer and also great recording engineer. He's done everything from Leonard Skinner to Journey to Kelly Clarkson to Bush to Jewel, all kinds of bands. We were having a talk about mics on guitar cabs, and I said, man, this AT4050 microphone, such a great mic. I've always wanted to try it. And he said, I think I can get one of those, and I like them too. He said, I think I can get one of those from the sound company. We can use it on your cab. I was like, awesome, let's do it. So we put it on my amp, and I had a Sir SL68 with a divided by 13 212 cab, and it just sounded awesome in the PA every night and in my in-ears. Super killer. So anyways, this has been long one of my favorite mics on guitar cabinets, and I just think it's a sleeper. It's not one that a lot of people talk about. It's maybe not one that I feel like enough people know about, but it's absolutely one of the best sounding mics that I've heard on electric guitar. Now, it's known as being a really good vocal microphone, really nice on acoustic instruments like acoustic guitar. So on that track at the beginning of the video, you heard me use it on all the electric guitar parts, but also on the acoustic guitar. And let's check out some of those parts now soloed outside of the mix. You can really hear what they sound like clearly. The rhythm electric guitars I recorded here in the room through this cabinet. I had this great Trainwreck amp here for a couple days, so I played that amplifier pretty much just straight in, guitar cable straight into the amp. And I mic'd it up just kind of a little bit off the center of the speaker using the 4050, and just got a great killer natural representation of what that awesome super rare amplifier sounded like in the room. So there you have it, and that was a really pretty easy sound to get. I just backed the mic off maybe a half a foot from the cabinet or maybe a little bit more, found the sweet spot, and it's not at all hyped in any one frequency or anything. You know how like a 57 or a 421 can sound kind of hyped? It's not like that. It's this great big full guitar sound. If you want to get like the whole guitar sound out of one microphone on a mic cabinet, this is just a great option. Like it really captures the sound of what the amp sounds like when you get it dialed in. It sounds great in the room. You're like, man, I wish I could just capture that and get that in the PA or to my recording device. It's just such a good option. So for the acoustic guitars, I put it about, I don't know, maybe a foot back from the guitar, or maybe a little bit less than that, right where the neck meets the body. I was playing a really, really nice Taylor guitar as well. And it took me about 5 minutes to set up the sound. It was super easy, and I got a great natural representation of what that nice Taylor guitar sounded like. I double tracked the part and panned him out. So let's take a listen to that now, and then I'll also play a little bit more with the acoustic, and you can hear what it sounds like. For the lead guitars in that track, I mic'd up a cabinet in the other room. I used my Sir PT15 amp, and I got an old Marshall cabinet mic'd up in the other room, and I just placed it kind of in the same position that I had it on the cabinet in here, and got a really, really cool lead guitar sound. So let's check that out. So there it is, the 4050, just an awesome, awesome sounding microphone. I should mention it's got 3 different polar patterns, so you can switch it from cardioid to figure 8 to omni. And then on the back, you get a couple different switches here, one for a low cut as well as a pad. And that's great for loud electric guitar cabinets. You're probably gonna wanna switch that pad in. So I just think this is a really underrated microphone. You can use it on vocals and it sounds great for that. Acoustic instruments, room mics on drums, maybe overheads on drums. My first awareness of this microphone was on loud electric guitar cabinets live, and it truly is one of the best sounding mics that I've ever found to use on guitar cabinets, and I just feel like it's underrated, so it was a no-brainer to pick this microphone to talk about today in this video. You can check it out further at the link down in the video description below. It'll take you to the Sweetwater website where you can read more about the Audio-Technica 4050 large diaphragm condenser mic. Thanks you guys so much for watching. Please hit subscribe if you haven't. Subscribe to my channel. You can hit the little bell beside the subscribe so you get an alert when I put out new videos. I'm Pete Thorn. Thanks Sweetwater. Thanks Audio-Technica for making great mics and great headphones and good stuff for musicians. I'll see you soon. Take care.